So we are at a really weird point in the market where it's like, what do you even do? Do you buy? Do you sell? Do you just hold on to what you have and just wait to see how things play out? There's a lot of ways you can take this market and what to do right now, especially because recently what's been going on, things have been seeing slight declines, stagnations, and a lot of theories of what's going to happen in the near future of the Pokemon market. Um, you know, what do you do? Now, for me, my perspective and what I've been doing in this kind of weird point in the market is at this point, this exact moment, I've sort of stopped buying. Now, you guys know recently I've been buying, still accumulating prismatic ETBs. I've gotten to the point though where I've bought enough. I've been buying so much in the past few months where I'm satisfied with how many I have. And I'm not really looking to really buy anymore. I found some good deals in the past week, but there's really none of those. I was buying prismatic ETBs, after taxes, shipping, all that stuff for about like 130 flat. And I'm sort of done buying at that price point, and I've gotten to the point where I'm just kind of satisfied. So I'm not really looking to buy anymore right now, and therefore I'm not really looking to buy anything at this point, because that was like the only thing that I was really looking to buy because I was trying to accumulate a certain amount, and I'm pretty much there. So I've kind of stopped buying even those. Now there's still one thing that I would like to buy, but it's not really, you know, that much on my radar, to be honest, and it's not like I'm buying enough where it even matters. Phantasmal Flames. You guys know, I skipped Mega Evolution. I'm not really investing to it, even though recently it's also dropped a little bit. I'm still not buying. Personally, just even at that price point, right now it's at like 280. It's still not that attractive to me, just as a set and as it is. I know it's still extremely expensive. I just don't see that much of a great opportunity in Mega Evolution. And there's no card out there that really stands out to me as like, okay, this is gonna be like a generational card in Mega Evolution. Therefore, it's just kind of for me skippable, even though it's a good set. I don't think it's a bad set, but it's just the price point which I'm not that big of a fan of. But hey, in the long run, I'll still do fine. But just the opportunity really doesn't speak to me really that much. But Phantasmal has a card, the Charizard. Regardless of what you want to say about it being a small set, it's like the best Charizard artwork we've seen, maybe ever in a long time. And it has the gold Charizard, very hard card to pull. From what we've seen with like Mega Evolution, those gold cards are very hard to pull. Even though it's such a small set, that one card singular, or I guess you can also include the gold card, the SAR Charizard, it's going to be a generational card. So for me, I'm like, okay, I want to have something of the set, and therefore I'm going to buy something. But right now, the current price point, and especially how this market has been at 325 a booster box, it's not that attractive. And therefore I'm not really going to be buying right now. At 325, I do think it's going to drop more. Just my opinion. And like I've stated, I'm not going to buy an amount where it even matters. I'm literally going to buy maybe 2 to 5 boxes. It's going to be like such a minuscule amount. It literally is not going to matter as an investment. I just want to have some of it. It's kind of like for me the middle. It's like it's an investment, but also I just want to have some of it. But I know at the price point, whatever I buy at, it's not going to be a great opportunity. Like, oh, it's like a crazy good deal. It's going to be one of those things where it's like okay, it goes up, maybe to the point where maybe I can make a little bit of money, like in like 6 months or something. Maybe I buy it, let's say theoretically $300, and let's say in 6 months it goes to 400. Great, you do all the fees and stuff, you make like $20. I mean, it's not going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, the crazy insane deal or crazy opportunity is going to skyrocket in a few months. It's not going to be like that. So that will definitely be. It's just like Destin Rivals for me, even though Destin I bought in the low 200s. It's just going to be a long term hold. I'm not buying a lot of it. It's not going to be a big portion of what I have. It's not going to matter really. Even Destin Rivals, me buying at 220. It's like a minuscule amount. I only have 5 boxes. It's like whatever. Yeah, that's like the only thing I guess is on my radar, kind of, but it's not like it's really happening anytime soon. I mean, the set doesn't come out for like another month, so a lot of things can happen to the market by then. So right now it's just kind of whatever. So really, I'm not really looking to buy anything right now. And in the past months, I've been buying so much. Obviously, mainly just pretty much just prismatic. But I've gotten to the point where I'm not buying anymore just because I've bought enough. So that's just sort of my sort of perspective of I guess the market and what I've been doing. But speaking just generally about this market and how it's been, kind of strange with, things kind of seen a slight decline and, things stagnating. It's like we've gotten to the point where I feel like we're still in a bull market, I would say, right? But it's like we're in a weird point where things could turn either side. Obviously, holidays are coming up somewhat soon in a few months. In my opinion, I think the market will pick up by then, but that's just my opinion, right? I just think like, okay, based on, history, and okay, based on, holidays and, people buying presents, gifts, all these things, the market will probably see an upturn. I just is my opinion, right? Just based on history and those factors. But you could, also say, the other side that, okay, right now we are seeing a slight decline, some, stagnation. Is it possible this just continues and this really is the turning point, for Pokemon? You can argue that maybe, also you can maybe argue maybe Phantasmal Flames is not going to be that great of a release, and continuing, what is happening right now with the stagnation decline, that, the market just sees a downturn and interest goes away. That's an argument to be made. So there's a lot of, things you could argue on which side the market's going to turn. Is going to go up, is it going to go down. Therefore, I mean, that's what you're going to base right now your investing decisions on. Okay, if you see the market going up by the end of the year, you might still be buying some things, right? Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, even Paldea Evolve, like some stuff like that. You can still argue, are good buys, because those are the things that I would probably say right now in this current time are still pretty good buys. To say maybe, not to buy, maybe think things are going down even further. That's also possible. Especially some of these products, that have been dropping, like, Mega Evolution, even like Destined Rivals. Some of those obviously I don't even think are obvious buys anyways. But you could say maybe not to buy those, because recently they've been dropping in price. Mega Evolutions, possibly, here, I mean, they've dropped to 280. Maybe they're going to drop, to maybe 250. And depending on what happens in the near future, if the market even goes down more, things could go down even more, especially these new boxes that are so expensive. It's possible, right? And with all these sides of the argument, whether you think it's going to go, the market's going to go up or down, if you're kind of undecided, because there's a lot of things you can argue. Honestly, no one can obviously predict the future, and things, are kind of weird right now. If you don't know what to do, right? Sometimes the best thing to do is to do absolutely nothing, and that's sort of, I guess, what I'm doing. I guess naturally, because I've stopped buying the prismatic ETBs because I've already bought so many. But if you don't know what to do, just don't do anything. That's probably the best thing to do, honestly. At this point, if you can't pick a side, is literally just do nothing. Don't force yourself to buy anything. Don't force yourself to sell anything, because we're at a really, middle ground, weird middle ground in the market where things don't seem like they're crashing, right? But things don't seem like they're skyrocketing either. So we're at a weird spot, and that's why I've sort of stopped buying stuff. And I'm not really looking to buy anything, especially just the new stuff. Phantasmal, I'm not really looking to buy at this current price, but especially everything going on. And for people out there, the only most obvious stuff I can say that probably is a pretty obvious buy right now is like Sword and Shield stuff. But I've been saying that literally forever. But other than that, all the stuff from Scarlet and Violet, especially stuff that's not gonna go out of print early next year, I would say everything's a toss up at this point. But I still think there are some opportunities, but it can be argued against them. But we're just in a really weird point in the market where things can turn both ways, and until we see signs of it turning either way, either up or down, it's going to be really hard to tell you guys what is the best play here. But for me, I'm just kind of sitting and kind of doing nothing. But you guys can let me know, what are you doing? Are you still buying stuff? Are you selling? Are you holding onto your stuff? What is your take on this market and the current state it's in right now? Let me know what you guys are doing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.